pretty good.
He was a great football coach.
That's what I mean. I just was curious. Mike Friel, pretty good football knowledge.
Hey,
right?
we won 6 out of 7 in flag football, so.
Absolutely. His dad led the way.
Yep.
So you credit your career start was with this guy.
Exactly,
in
this
flag
guy
football,
right here.
How about that?
I can't tell you. I don't not to run the interview, but I can't tell you if he was a better football player or baseball because he ran better.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously your career path is where you want it to be right now, right? Are you pretty happy with where you're at right now with what you're doing?
Yes,
all
sir.
the different roles they're asking you to do?
Yep, I'm very happy. Just plug me in anywhere and I can do the job.
Where did you get the courage to catch those punts?
Like I said last
You almost got.
Yeah, like I said last time, I said confidence, just working up and like seeing the ball come down and knowing that you have a little bit of time to be able to catch it and also get down, but sometimes you should have been looking back and like, man, I really should have fair caught that one, but it happens.
Is there anything from your past experiences that kind of prepared you for this?
I would say baseball. I played center field, having to look up all the time. I wouldn't say like the contact part, but being able to track the ball, baseball really comes into part with that.
Track.
On Saturday, when we talked to Garrett, I think the first thing he mentioned was wide receiver blocking.
Yeah.
Can you just, why were you guys so good at blocking on Saturday? And how much do you guys kind of work on that?
I mean, ever since my freshman year, we've always worked on blocking with the receiver coaches, and we really put in it more time in the off season with blocking, and we've all really improved on that. But we definitely have made a big impact on blocking on the outside.
Not just running either, because I think James' touchdown catch, I think Hudson threw him a block.
Oh, yep.
Like 30, 40 yards downfield.
Yeah. They always say activity after catch. So once somebody else catches it, just turn up field and look for somebody to block, because that could lead to a touchdown.
Are you realizing the value of doing that when you've got a guy like Garrett or Jaheim that if you just get in their way, it's a chance for a 75-yard touchdown?
Yep. If you just get in somebody's way, you're going to maybe blow something up. Like I see Jaheim or Garrett running at my back, and if they can set up the block, like set up where I'm blocking, they can just cut off right off me and make something big happen.
What impresses you most about Jaheim?
His speed, and he's really quick, and he can move fast all the time. And he's a small guy. Like he can just get in little pockets and little holes and make something big happen.
Did you see this early from him? I mean, in camp, did you see the possibility of him being what he is now?
Yeah, for sure. He slowly worked his way up and just keeps improving every day.
What about your relationship with Garrett, and does baseball play a role in that?
Yeah, probably. I would say he's got a really good arm. He, you can see it through baseball. It transfers over. But our relationship's really well. We do good together.
How did it develop? I mean, you weren't playing a lot, did he? So he wasn't throwing to you a lot of times.
I mean, we played Monday Night Football together, working our way up, and we've been in the same place for since freshman year, so we've had a good connection. And we were scoring a lot in Monday Night Football, working our way up, so we did pretty well with that.
Eye contact receiver and quarterback?
What was that?
Eye contact between the receiver and quarterback?
Yep, for sure.
How does that develop?
I don't know. He sees me open, and then I see him, and I see the ball coming, and just hits me every time. So
Throws like a catcher or a right fielder?
yeah, for sure.
Maybe sometimes needs to throw like a second baseman every once in a while?
He really spins it.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Have you been able to help even newcomers like a veteran like Devin Carter just get used to Garrett's ball since you had more familiarity with it?
I would say they kind of just got used to it themselves. It's kind of like every other quarterback. The only thing that's different is Nico's ball is lefty, but you just get used to the speed through repetition and practice.
What's it like catching that fastball on a screen pass? Because, I mean, sometimes he's
He's
throwing that
it out
screen
there.
pass like he's throwing a deep go.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to catch, but if you just have your eyes on it and really watch it come in, you can catch anything.
We good?
Perfect.
Return, I think I know how you'll answer this, but pushing the blocker
into the returner.
Yeah.
It's like legal cheating almost, it feels like, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, is that, I'm not saying make rules, but can that be legislated away? Is that like an underhanded tactic to do something like that? Because here you are camped out to fair catch and all of a sudden some guy comes flying into you.
Yeah.
I don't know, it must rub you the wrong way, I guess.
So they always say to push them into you, but we teach our guys to like peek the returner. So if they get too close to us, they're supposed to get away from us. So you just got to pay attention to that, and we're getting better with that as we practice that. So.
Being a receiver on a day when the team runs for 424 yards.
It's rough, but I mean, if you're out there doing your job, you can make great blocks, and people notice that. So.
Are you getting more familiar, just as time goes by, I'd imagine, with knowing when Garrett is maybe going to scrap a play that was initially a pass play and potentially take it through the middle? He did that, that seems like that happened a lot maybe against Cincinnati with their defensive line, seeing an opening through the middle.
Yeah, usually you see that. Like if I'm running a pass or something, I turn my head to look for the ball, and I see him running. Immediately, you turn upfield and have to go get on somebody because you never know where he's going to go. So you just got to be ready for that at all times.
I imagine that's easier said than done, though, to snap into blocking mode.
No, yeah, definitely.
You mentioned it was rough being a receiver for in a 400-yard day, but you had 200 receiving.
Yeah, true.
So when you get 600, 700, that's a pretty
You
good
get a lot
day,
of
right?
yards, yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
No, not too bad at all.
Okay, thank you, Preston.
Thank you, guys.
Nice.